Tom was finally feeling ahead of the game. His VAT registration was filed. His coffee was compliant in 5 European countries. His catalog was translated into 7 languages. His Amazon listing was climbing the rankings week by week. He had gone from a desperate man in an empty Riyadh trade show booth to a legitimate international exporter with customers on 3 continents. For the first time in 6 months, he allowed himself to feel something close to pride. Then his phone rang. The caller ID showed a Dutch country code. Tom didn't recognize the number. He almost let it go to voicemail, thinking it was another spam call about SEO services. Something made him answer. The voice on the other end was professional, measured, with a slight Dutch accent. "This is Henrik de Vries from Amsterdam Coffee Roasters. We are one of the largest specialty coffee chains in Europe, with 400 locations across 12 countries. We found your product on Amazon Germany. We read your reviews. We downloaded your catalog. And we believe your organic Colombian coffee could be an excellent addition to our single origin program." Tom gripped his phone tighter. Henrik continued. "We would like to invite you to submit a formal technical proposal. If selected, we would be looking at a long-term supply agreement. Our initial requirement would be 20,000 kilograms of organic Colombian coffee per month." Tom nearly dropped his phone. 20,000 kilograms. Per month. His current monthly production was 2,000 kilograms. This single contract would be 10 times his entire current business. Henrik was still talking. "The proposal must include your production capacity analysis, quality control procedures from farm to export, complete organic certification documentation, a logistics plan for European distribution, a detailed pricing structure with volume discount tiers, and a draft supply contract compliant with European Union commercial law. You have 5 business days. If the proposal meets our technical standards, we will schedule an on-site audit of your Colombian facility." Tom hung up and stared at the wall of his office. His framed say-so certificate. His organic certification. His CE declaration of conformity. They seemed small now. A technical proposal. He had never written one. He didn't know what a European supply contract looked like. He didn't have documented quality control procedures beyond what was required for organic certification. His logistics plan was whatever his freight forwarder suggested. And he had 5 days to figure all of it out. He called Mike immediately. "Mike, a Dutch coffee chain wants a technical proposal. 20,000 kilos a month. I have 5 days." Mike whistled. "That's a big one. But you have the dashboard. Use everything." Tom opened his laptop and navigated to the dashboard. He selected the content department for proposal writing. Added the legal department for contract drafting. Added the trade department for capacity analysis. Added the logistics coordinator for the distribution plan. Typed, "Create a formal technical proposal for Amsterdam Coffee Roasters. 20,000 kilograms per month of organic Colombian single origin coffee. Include production capacity analysis, quality control documentation, organic certification evidence, logistics plan for distribution from Colombia to 12 European countries, pricing structure with volume discounts, and a draft supply contract compliant with EU commercial law." 30 seconds later, his AI team was active. The content department generated the proposal structure. Executive summary, company background and history, product specifications with roast profiles and cupping notes, production capacity analysis with current and projected volumes, quality control procedures from cherry selection to export packaging, complete certification documentation including organic, say-so, CE, and NOM, logistics and distribution plan for European markets, pricing structure with volume discount tiers, and draft contract terms with delivery schedules and payment conditions. The trade department analyzed his production capacity. His farm produced 2,000 kilograms per month. His cooperative partners in the valley produced another 4,000. To reach 20,000, he would need to contract with 3 additional farms. The dashboard identified 4 candidate farms in the Huila region, each with their own organic certification. It calculated their combined capacity at 24,000 kilograms per month. It projected the investment needed for processing equipment upgrades, approximately $45,000 for a new roaster and packaging line. The legal department drafted a supply contract under Dutch commercial law. It included delivery schedules with monthly volume commitments, quality specifications with acceptable defect tolerance, payment terms with letter of credit requirements, force majeure clauses covering crop failure and natural disasters, and dispute resolution through the Netherlands Arbitration Institute. The logistics coordinator designed a European distribution plan that was elegant in its simplicity. Coffee would ship from the port of Buenaventura on Colombia's Pacific coast, transit the Panama Canal, and arrive at the port of Rotterdam, the largest coffee importing hub in Europe. From Rotterdam, it would distribute to Amsterdam Coffee Roasters facilities in the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, France, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Austria, Switzerland, Italy, and Spain. The content department wove everything together into a comprehensive proposal. 64 pages. Professional formatting with consistent branding. Charts showing production capacity and growth projections. Graphs comparing pricing tiers with industry benchmarks. Photographs of Tom's farm, his processing facility, his team. Customer testimonials from his Saudi distributor and German retail partner. A complete picture of a business ready to scale. Tom submitted the proposal on day 4, 24 hours before the deadline. He had barely slept. His eyes were red. But the document was perfect. Henrik de Vries replied the following morning. Proposal received and reviewed. I must say, this is one of the most professionally prepared submissions we have seen from a producer of your size. We would like to schedule an on-site audit of your Colombian facility. Our team will arrive in 3 weeks. Tom stared at the email. Joy and terror in equal measure. A site visit. They would come to Colombia. They would walk his farm, inspect his processing facility, audit his quality control records, interview his team. Every detail would be examined. Every claim in his proposal would be verified. And he had 3 weeks to make sure everything was perfect. What happens when a major buyer audits your entire operation? Tell me in the comments. I'll show you how Tom prepares. Follow the journey to the biggest deal of his life. gaigroupai.com 7-day free trial. No credit card required.